Senator Rand Paul and some others have made the point that the U.S. just bombing these boats off the coast of Venezuela, that A, Congress has not been consulted because those are acts of war, and also is everybody we're bombing a drug dealer, a narco-terrorist is the term they're using. Well, I don't really care what happens to actual narco-terrorists or drug dealers, but our own Coast Guard tells us that like 20 to 25% of the boats they encounter are not that. And people are wondering, are some of these people just fishermen or just not drug dealers and we're just blowing people up willy-nilly? Well, I think Senator Paul is right to ask these questions. I think they're the moral thing to ask. Certainly constitutionally there's questions. The main reason I'm making the video is I've shared Senator Paul saying this and other people saying it, columns about it, and every time you get these tough guy responses, here I'm going to read one right now, I'll share on the screen, whoever this guy is, I'm shedding no tears for cartel scumbags, kill them all. Well, what if they're not all cartel scumbags? And I realize what the drugs and the fentanyl, which does not come from Venezuela, it comes from Mexico, is doing in this country. It's a serious issue. But this approach and having that attitude, kill them all, well, how is that much different than how Democrats acted about January 6 participants? Do you remember that? They are insurrectionists. They're terrorists who tried to overthrow the company. I mean, I knew Democrats that would want to line up and shoot the J6ers. What were the J6ers? Mostly people who were in the wrong place at the wrong time, and everyday Americans like so many of us who were in the middle of something unfortunate. No, we didn't want to line them up and shoot them or throw them into jail indiscriminately and all this kind of stuff. You want to have due process. We're the United States, and I think a lot of them were abused unnecessarily, but there are a lot of Democrats that wanted that abuse. Yeah, do that to the J6ers. Kill them, do this, blah. That's stupid. It's not smart. It's certainly not justice. I agree with Rand Paul and what he's saying about bombing these boats. Why can't you arrest people and find out if they're drug dealers and then punish them accordingly? I'll give you one more example. Do you remember during COVID? I knew Democrats, people I knew who were like, if you're not getting the vaccine, I want to bust in your house and force you to take it or lock you up or something like that. I was like, what the hell country are we living in? Why would anybody say that? But that was them not thinking about due process, morality, legality, and just being tough. Yeah, we're going to do that. I don't know a single conservative that thought the authorities breaking into somebody's house and forcing a vaccine on them was a good idea and would have looked at Democrats who were all tough about it like, what the hell is wrong with you? So that's how I look at these people. What the hell is wrong with you? I am shedding no tears for cartel scumbags. Kill them all. I'm not shedding tears for them either, but what if they're not that? What if it's an old guy fishing who's poor as dirt and just trying to eat? Because it might be. We don't know because we blow them up. We did hear reports, Senator Rand Paul said this, one of the boats that was not blown up and they caught the people, some were arrested and 2 were just let go because they hadn't done anything. How many people might have we killed doing what we're doing right now? So people can keep acting tough behind their keyboards and whatnot, but it looks stupid, it sounds stupid, and, you know, America should be a country that does not kill innocent people. I know wars are different, but at a bare minimum, we should be a country that at least cares about not killing innocent people. It's just that basic, and I think America's better than that.